Good afternoon, guys. My name's The Friendly Investor, where I discuss everything investing, and I enjoy a discussion, so please just chuck a comment in the comment section or like and subscribe. That'd be brilliant as well, and I'd love to discuss with you guys about what stocks you're looking at, what industries you're interested in, and any tips for me to help relate with you guys and find any interesting research that you guys would be interested in hearing about. So yeah, today I want to talk about the EV industry, and not just the future, but also the past, and how it's really increased over the past few years, and how it's really ramped up in pace, and how, as we can see, that more governments around the world are taking more, they're owning up to their carbon footprint. They're trying to improve, and they're trying to use these EV industries as a way to decrease the pollution in the air and their carbon footprint. And it's a really exciting time to be invested into the EV industries like the Tesla, NIO Solar, XPeng, Workhorse, and it's just a really exciting time to look at this industry, because it hasn't, as we can see, for the past 10 years, it's pretty much unheard of, and we can see it slowly climbing. But bear in mind, the EV industry is less than 5% of the overall vehicle industry, and we can see how these companies have climbed and climbed. And although they may seem quite expensive in comparison, within the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, I would suggest that most cars are going to be EV related. And as we can see here in a report, BNEF outlines that 10% of global passenger vehicle sales in 25, with that number rising to 28% in 2030 and 58% in 2040, according to the study. EVs currently make up 3% of global car sales. Now, what does this tell us? This tells us that this industry is a huge and growing industry. It's an industry that right now is the time to get involved with all these statistics and the historical pattern that we can see in this trend, how it's slowly climbing. It's going to be very exciting, and you don't want to miss out. Another thing I want to say is that there are a lot of EV companies out there at the moment. For instance, there's Solo, which are single person vehicles. Very exciting as well. In my opinion, it's a commuter car. It's not going to be a family car, obviously. You're not going to have 4 people sitting on your lap. It's a bit weird. But it's a car to get from A to B and into the busiest cities. I think that's where this company is going to really thrive, because it's always busy and you just want to get in and out. Now, there's other things to take into account, that although it's the EV industry, there's other companies that have like battery stations. For instance, NIO, they have a charging station and a battery as a service station, and they're also looking at selling this technology to other companies, which is a great way for this company to make money. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the growth of the EV industry and where it's going to go. Now let's look at this chart. Taking that fact from the BNF, we can see that it's 3% market share. Right now, in this day and age, I'll probably say it's about 5%. Now, although the car industry has taken a huge hit over COVID, because they don't really need a car. There's no need to drive, so people have stopped buying, because in England or in the UK and in other parts of the world, they're in a very tight lockdown where you work from home, you stay at home, everything you do is at home or in a supermarket. And legislations from governments, the Chinese government and the US government, for instance, Joe Biden, these very green parties are looking at ways of decreasing their carbon footprint, the pollution in the air, and how to keep it down. And the EV industry and the renewable industry is the way to go for this. And they know that, and they're slowly, as the years go on, the EV industry is really taking a lot of money from the government. For instance, the Chinese government is funding EV companies, Chinese EV companies, I should say, so Li Auto, XPeng, NIO, to help grow and to help be a dominant player in this market. Because once this is a market where it's still growing, so there's going to be a lot of volatility and a lot of competition, because people are only just knowing about it now. But in the next 5 years, as we can see, there's a prediction that it's going to be 10% of all global vehicle sales. double. That's 2 times. So these companies, for instance Tesla or NIO, Tesla has the opportunity to double in price, and then by 2030, 28%, and then 58% in 2040. So these companies are only going to be going from strength to strength, and they're going to be more well known throughout the world. And I would not be surprised if you see these companies and these vehicles in your. Obviously, you see Tesla in all over the world, but within NIOs and the other ones, once they start moving into the European industry, you'll be seeing them driven everywhere, because they are just as good as Tesla, if not better, with their battery as a service, and they're charging in 3 minutes, and they can drive up to 850 kilometers before needing another charge, which is huge. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a short video just discussing where this industry is going and how it is moving in the positive direction, and is very exciting and very great time to be involved in these industries. Remember to do your research and don't take my word for it. Just do some research, and it's a very exciting time to be in this market, like I said. So thank you very much for watching my video, and have a great day. Any questions, just chuck it in and I'll be happy to answer them. Cheers, bye guys.